Okay, part two. So we have cut the inside cover to size, and all I have to do is glue it in. Now, our next step is the pages, and they're going to be a little smaller than 8.5 by 11 because we trimmed this in order to be able to fold the front cover over onto the inside. Alright. I think I put the glue over a little too far. That's okay. It'll dry and it'll be fine. Yeah. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna quick fold this way so it knows it's going that way. Now for pages, I'm going to use a combination of plain old copy paper, and I'm going to alternate it with some other coordinating scrapbook papers that have pink in them. I really like this one, but it kind of does have pink in it, but I wouldn't want to actually do anything on it, so I'm going to save that one for another time. This is pretty, but it doesn't have any pink in it, and I just want to pull out ones that do. So these are going to be for a real nice blue and green journal. But down here, here's one with pink, and ooh, I do like that one. Yep. And let's see. Kind of like this polka dot one that's peeking out underneath. Alright, so I have 3 patterned ones and 2 sheets of plain white paper. So we already know the plain white paper we're going to have to cut down by 1/2 inch, because that's what we did to the cover. So I'm going over here to 1/2 inch. Whoops. Kind of didn't quite go all the way through on that one. There we go. And then off the top and bottom. There we go. So now our white paper is the right size for the book. Alright, so that makes it, let's see, is that the right stack of paper? No, it's not. This is. So it was 8.5 by 11, so I'm taking 1/2 inch off. That makes it 10.5 by 8. And when I fold it, that should be the right size. But I'm going to check it before I cut the other papers and make them all the wrong size. Let's see. Yep, perfect. So that was 8. Oh, wait a minute. That's sticking up a little bit. Huh. It's sticking up about 1/8 of an inch. How can that be? Alright. Let's see what I did here. 10. Huh, okay, fine. 8 by 10. So it is. Alright, here's 8. And here's 10. Okay, I'm going to fold this in half. And I'm not going to double check every single one, but that one kind of threw me off, so yeah, that's right. Okay, so I have one more actually, and we will make it 8 by 10. All right, cutter away. Love that cutter. Okay, here is our book with all of our pages. And I think I want to make, let's see, I think I want to make this one be the first page. So I'm going to alternate this one, then white paper, then this one, then white paper, and then this one. Okay, so we have 5 whole pages, which when folded makes 10 pages. And you can make more or less. I wouldn't make less, but you could make more. So the way that I've folded this in half really is only meant to have one single signature. If we wanted to have multiple signatures, we would give it more of a spine. And we could even do that. We could fold it differently so that it has, you know, like a little 1/4 inch spine. But I just chose not to do that today. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay this where I want it to be. And it actually is lining up perfectly with the inside cover, edge to edge. Okay. And then I'm going to put little pencil marks right in the crease where I want these to attach. And some people are ruler people, some people are eyeball people. I happen to be an eyeball person. So I put one in the middle, one dot, and then I kind of find the middle between that dot and the edge, and I put another dot there. And then I do the same thing over here, and I put a dot in the middle of that. And actually, I just realized the error of my ways. I should have done that on the inside here. So I'm just going to redo that. Here's a dot, here's a dot, and here's a dot. And that'll make it easier for you to see also. There's the dots. Okay? So now I'm going to take my awl, and I'm going to, one thing I'm going to tell you is either use something that you don't poke through to the table on, like the back of a pad of paper, or if you're going to hold it in your hand, straddle the crease with your fingers. See how the crease is in between my fingers? That way you don't get your fingers. Okay? And one last thing before starting to poke with your poker, you want to make sure that these pages aren't going to shift, and they will. So you take a clip and you clip it down, and you clip that down. You're going to need 4 clips. Trust me, you will be glad you did. See, now this one has already shifted, or maybe it wasn't put in straight to begin with. So I'm just going to give it a little turn and clip it where I want it. Okay. Very good. So now it's pretty much even all the way around. Alright, I'm going to take my awl and I'm going between my fingers, and there it is. Okay. And I'm going to do all 3 of these, and then I'm going to go to the outside and push it in. And I'll show you why. Because when you poke it out, it will push the paper. I don't know if you can see that. It pushes the paper out a little bit. So I want that paper to go back in so it doesn't look quite so bad. and kind of then makes the hole a little bigger too. Okay, so we've got our 3 holes, and then we're going to sew it. Okay, typically you want to use embroidery thread or a thicker like button and coat thread, but this isn't long enough, what I have left of that. So today I'm going to use just a regular thread, so I'm going to double it so it'll be stronger. And the amount of thread you want to use is 3 times the height of the book. Okay, so I'm gonna just pull a bunch off and see if I'm close. So there's 1, 2, more than 3. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it there, and we'll have extra then that we can cut off. That's fine. And I'm going to knot this. I have not done this with regular thread before, but it should be fine. Okay, we're going to start in the middle of the book in this case. You can start in different places depending on how you want to end up. Okay, this is where I want to end up, so you're going to start where you want to end. So I'm going out to the outside, and then I'm going to go in, and I'm not going to pull it all the way through. I'm going to leave some hanging. Okay, and I'm going to go in one of the other holes, doesn't matter which one. Come back in here, and I can see my knot is like not straight, so I'm just straightening that out. Alright, then I'm going to go whatever hole I came out, which is this one, I'm going to go jump over to the top one, or the farthest one. Whoops, get back in there. And I'm going to grab it from the outside. There we go. And on the outside, I'm going to go back into the middle hole, the one I started from. Come on, get in there. Nope, not there. There we go. Okay, here's the piece I have hard time explaining. This tail that was the beginning, you want to have that on one side of this long line and this one on the other side, and I'll show you why. So first we're going to pull it kind of taut, and then we're going to cut it. I don't want to drop the threads. Well, alright. So we're cutting it. So now I have one on each side of this long line. I pull it tight, and then I'm going to tie a knot. And so that, having that string in the middle secures it when I tie this knot. And then you can cut it as short as you want, or you can tie it in a bow. And you are basically done. That's a little big of a bow. So take your clips off, and you have your journal from an Amazon shipping bag. Isn't that cute? And there's our first page. Yep. Alright, well, thanks for sticking with me. If you made one along with me, that's great. Otherwise, you can replay it, make your own, and then start filling it with beautiful stuff. Tune in again. Thank you.